Hello guys, Luke here, and today it's Saturday, and today we have a Saturday vlog. Now, so let me start with last week, no videos. Why? The reason is Nathan's cousin was having a party, and if you follow me on Instagram, you know I did go had a lot to drink and other things like that. So, yeah, I didn't drink any alcohol, but I felt quite ill because we had so much to drink. Like, I gotta say, on that morning I must have been on the toilet for about 10 to 15 minutes because I had so much, like orange juices and, well, I gotta say it wasn't orange juice, but loads of cokes and different kind of fizzy drinks and all that stuff, and I didn't really feel that good, but on the Monday I did because everyone in my school saw me there. I currently, today we have quite a few things going on and just a normal video. First of all, got a new iPhone case. I went for a black one, just a plain black one, except I do like it. I think it has a nice texture. What I'm not happy about is I had to get some blue tack just because it produces just a little bit off the top. But it has tapped it down, but you can see a little bit of remains of the blue tack that I didn't really like seeing, but I gotta say it protects the case, and it's not that very easy to notice, but if you properly look at it, you do. And also another thing that I got, bear in mind this was off Amazon, it was still £8. Another thing that I got was this. This is a Apple Watch charging base. Now there is no charge there, but the magnet base, charging base that comes with it, you just stick that in there and then it ravels around there, and then you can put your Apple Watch in. I'll just take mine off and you can just slap it on and you just charge it like that. Pretty cool. So I'm gonna sort that out. The reason why I got a stand for it, because you can just put it like that, and I could put some sticky stuff at the bottom, but the reason why I bought it is I want to put it behind or in front of my must have been a little bit, not dodged a little bit. I want to use my iPod, put it next to my iPod. My iPod alarm clock, as I like to call it that. I'm going to turn my LED strips on. I don't know if it does a lot of difference in filming, but I probably might as well brighten up a little bit more. We're going to put this in, and also so we don't have two USB chargers, I thought to save some plugs as well. Hopefully we can use it, because I do have a for the cable I have in back in here. It's not the original cable, it's a 2mm cable, and I don't know how long this is, but it's definitely longer, I think, than a normal lightning cable, but we'll have to see if it works, because I don't think it'll be long enough. But I have got a 2 USB port Anker USB charger that should be in here somewhere. It's not that one, it might be the other one actually. Well, there's loads of USB cables. There it is. I'm going to be using this Anker charger here with 2 USBs, so that only uses one socket. So I think we're going to use that, as that would be pretty good, and then I can keep, because I do actually use my 2 USB charging station here for other stuff I don't use that much, quite a bit actually, especially for my battery packs, that I do use quite a bit. So it'll be nice to get one of those back in. I knew I was going to do this because I know you could get stands like this or magnetic base, so you don't have to use that cable. It will be annoying though, because I will have to route that cable out. I might get another one of those or something, but for now this will be pretty good for what it is. Anyway, if you put the Apple Watch in low battery mode, it will last for 2 days. So as long as you're not using it all day, it will last, constantly on a sports mode or anything. You could use this on a sleepover and you wouldn't have to charge it. So you probably would be fine actually. But for a week one, let's say standing for grandparents, if my mum and dad go on a holiday for a week and I'm still in a school week, I need it. But that probably will be later in the years or so, but whatever. But for now, that's our project today, is getting this routed in and get the Apple Watch charging base in. So yeah, I'm going to catch you later because I need to go to the bathroom as well now, so I'll get changed and then we'll start fitting this in. So yeah, catch you later. Okay then, this is the stand now. It's very basic. It's basically just a stand for the magnetic charging base to go into. Basically all it works with is you put the base in, get the charging side, pop this in the top, push her in, squeeze this down, run the wire through, and then around the corner like this. Around the corner. And that's all it is basically. It is just a stand at the end of the day. But yeah, it basically just works like this. But I do think about putting some blue tack because it doesn't quite hold in that much as it should do. But the cable does. But it actually fits quite nicely. It's just the base. By the end of my nail I can actually lift it up quite easily and then just do that. So I think I'm going to get some blue tack just to hold it in, just secure it that much. It already has quite a good grip on the watches in it. I just want it to not pop out and be properly secured, and then it'll just sit back like that. I've moved the iPod stand further back so we can do it in the light is rubbing against the wall is normal, but this does give us a bit more room now, and we'll see how it looks like in a few minutes. And I've moved the speaker instead of it being flat, it's now at the front, but yeah, that's now sorted. So yeah, I'm gonna get this wire put into the access and wound into the bottom, and I'll do the next step. Right then, guys, I've just put it back in. I haven't connected it up yet, but I've just placed everything up and I've dropped the Apple Watch on as well, and I think it looks really cool actually. Except there's going to be stuff in front of this, but the charging base though, it definitely makes it higher than being on the flat for the bedside, so that is doing exactly what I need it to. So yeah, winning. So I'm just going to put the rest of the stuff that was here in front, and then we'll move on to the bottom. There you go, all the stuff back the way it was with the Apple Watch in place. I think that's pretty good.
Here's a good travel tip.
Okay, we have the charging base ready to go. It's glued and everything, and I've run the cable through back and put another badging clip as the other one was gone full and I couldn't get the cable in. I've run it through, except we have run into a small snag as I've got the USB charger. There's the one we are going to be replacing, but the cable won't reach. But luckily I've got a solution to sort that. We could plug it into the socket there, except this cable's already long, and I want that to be a desk power supply. But I can just plug like my laptop or something in, so I like to keep that one full. I have got another one at the bottom, but except my LED strip power supply is in the way of it. But that's ready to go. But luckily we've got a solution now for that cable issue. We've got a USB extension, if I can just unplug it, that basically has that on the end. Oh, there's something in my eye. And then the main USB connector on the end. Now this is very long, but we're just going to curl it up. That'll do for now. It would have worked only if it was another few other millimeters long, so that is a disappointment, but yeah, it's hopefully we're going to make this work out. So that will just plug this in and then put this in, and then we'll just tidy it up and see if it works, just because it should work, but most of the time most of these USB extensions don't have communication wires, or some of them don't. They're just for USB power, and most of the time these Apple charging devices somehow I think these often have joint data pins as well that just call over to say it's having charging base, and most of them don't. And I don't know about the watch if it's different than the iPhone, but I know some things do, so with extensions, so we're gonna have to see how it goes. But yeah, we're gonna give this a go and see what happens. So we're just going to test it out, and we'll catch you in a moment. Right then, with this light directly blinding me, it works. Of course we're going to tidy this up as this is way too long, and curl it up a little bit just for now. I might try and find a smaller one but I can't find one currently. But we'll roll this up and make it just that little bit more tidier, just because it looks like an absolute stain. I could literally hang this from the roof. It's so long. So we're going to tidy this up, but the Apple Watch, I put it in the charging dock and it does accept it, so we're sorted. So I'm going to get this tidied up and we're good to go and carry on with the rest of our day. Okay, it's a little bit on, or actually a lot on, from when I last last updated you happened today. The reason is I've been out for a, I'm not saying who I went out with, but it's nobody in my school or anything else. It's a person that, again, I met in Lewis's party, Nathan's cousin, that was just passing by with one of her parents' mates, as her parents are divorced. So she came along to this party. She didn't know Lewis before, so it's not just a random stranger coming along to this person's party. But as I saw that, we got talking, so we said we took numbers as we were working the same, even when she goes to school in Harden. So we've done something today. Most people will probably catch me who I was with, because I did spot some people that I was quite shocked to actually see around the area, but it was actually quite a group and it actually was quite surprising. But yeah, the dock, it works. I've just to demonstrate again, and like I already, it's working strong. Just put your Apple Watch like that. The best way I found out to make it just a little bit more easy is put it in its loop and then push it through the holes, and then when you're ready, just, it'd be handy if I could grab the camera, just slide it on, then the charging should kick in. There you go. Just need that little bit more movement, and now it's charging. So yeah, that's probably just because it's a little bit higher with the Bluetooth, not that much, but just a bit. But that there is a benefit of that. It doesn't fall out of the dock that I can't actually get out with my fingers, so it's a lot more secure. But all you need to do is just go like that, and then you're sorted. You just got to make sure it's flush, otherwise it won't charge. Because if I shove it a little bit more this way, it will still charge, but it likes to be in the middle just to confirm things. But yeah, that's the charging sorted, and I've just connected the family hard drive just down there, and I was looking through the photos and I found one of me and me with the old Persian. Now this camera can't pick that up, but just as well as my iPad could with the screen if I hold it gently. But if you look at that face. The camera probably makes it look more like a bloody mess, but we'll see if we can get anything. It's because it's so glued up on the display. Let me try and drag it on this screen. Maybe it'll look better on this one. There you go, you can just make it out. God, I don't know if that is better or worse, to be honest, but that's one of me, and that's how much this car meant to me. I'm still working on the document. I haven't really sorted it because I didn't really know if I had a lot of photos in digital that I could make into a photo slide, but as I figured out through the family hard drive, I actually got quite a lot actually over the past, so this will be interesting, a quite nice thing to put down. So yeah, the Peugeot documentary of why I liked it so much will hopefully be a continue and will actually be out, because I actually have found quite a few than I normally wouldn't have done. So yeah, pretty good. So yeah, I think that's it. I think I'm going to end it though probably now or so, because it's literally getting late, and even when it's probably not that much to put out today, at least I've got something out, and I will have something better for tomorrow, hopefully in stock. But today for myself has been quite interesting. I've got the dock in at last though, but it has arrived first thing this morning, so it's like it hasn't been hanging around at all. I think the only problems I have with it is because of the blue tack and because it wouldn't stick in properly. It has got some plasticky things, but it doesn't really hold it in that good. but at least I just got a slide on, it's just my zip. But if it has any effect, I'll take it out, because it does hold it in, but except it likes to sort of pop out quite a bit and doesn't really grip it that well. But yeah, that's that. So I suppose I might end it here. Yes, just because I got to edit it, and also I have some other few things that I could sort out tonight, and hopefully I will. It is a Saturday night, so I can work hard on the beans, working hard, but I can get things done because I've got longer to spare. But I'm going to end it here anyway, cause so I can get this video out and everything else. And especially as my internet's being a bit funny again. I still got internet, is a good thing, but when I'm watching YouTube through my tablet, it works and then sometimes it stops and then it won't work at all, and then it has that error problem when through any other things it's working fine through ones it's not YouTube. So I don't know, my internet's having a problem at the moment, so who knows what's happening. But yeah, I'm going to end the video here, guys. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.